Hello, welcome back to Q&A with Dr. Q. Today's topic is mental health and stresses in veterinary field and why that's important. Like any other profession, especially related to medical field, you always hear about people are getting burnt out, they cause stresses, the suicide, get mental illness and all that. Veterinary profession, for not only for veterinarians, the veterinary technicians, assistants, and reception, the whole team is a very rewarding profession. Don't take me wrong. Is a lot of upside to it. Is a great profession to be in because you can not only make a difference in pet's life, but also you can make a difference, positive difference in the people's life. But having said that, it has its inherited stresses because you're not only dealing with a sick pet, but also dealing with an upset and emotional owner, which is worried about their beloved pet. And so you have kind of that double dose of emotional stress of that. The other thing is that you deal with a lot of sickness in pet sickness you see every day. It's great to see a lot of healthy, happy pups come in, get for vaccines. You see a C-section and you're delivering puppies and you're petting and everything is fluffy and everything. But in a vet practice, it's not always that because more than 50% of the time you see a pet is ill or sick and you have an upset owner, you have a sick pet which you have to deal with, and that's cause an emotional stress for not only the veterinarians who deal with it, but also for the whole team. Worse is that when you have to do a euthanasia, and where euthanasia is not because of the pet is older and it's a natural time for them to go, but also if you have to make a euthanasia decision because pets cannot afford a care because the cost is too high or is not treatable disease, for example, cancer in a pet or certain conditions where it's going to cost a lot of money but people can't afford it, and then at the end you have to make that decision. So all those stresses, it wear you down, is emotional stress. So, and that take a toll on mental health for the team, emotional health. So now dealing with all that, what you see in a practice, people don't show up for their shift. They're taking sick days off, they take a temporary leave of absence, or they just leave the profession totally, and which is caused added stress because now you're a shortage of staff and people have to do a lot more work. So, it is a snowball, is a vicious cycle which a pet clinic has to deal with. COVID was the worst. You're not only dealing with the COVID, but also you have to provide the service on the curbside. And since that was an essential service, that take a big toll during that time on people. And a lot of the vets on the team, after the hospitals were open back, they don't even came back to work because they totally went out of the profession, and that's causing a whole issue. So now, beside that, we have to also think of, yes, we all have those stresses. Yes, the vets and the team has stresses there, but there are other stresses which are outside people have to deal with, which everybody has to deal with. And that has to do with family stresses, relationship stresses, financial, student loans, something, car breakdown or something traumatic happened in your life, and that added on top of that. But their statistics are out there. In our profession, in vet profession, there's increase in suicide, there's increase in alcohol and drug abuse, there's more emotional stress going on there that people know about it. Canadian Veterinary Association have a research panel which I can leave the link below, and please subscribe to my channel, write me comments and everything so we can provide you some of those resources. This is really a true epidemic in our profession. We need to address that, and our profession knows it, and there's a lot of help available. I urge the pet owners to be sympathetic towards your pet care team because they are trying to help you to get your pet better. They're trying to understand you and understand your emotional stress and everything. So be kind to them because they are trying their best. Nobody goes into this profession just for money. They have the well-being of the pet and the pet owner in mind. So my request to you is next time you go there, be nice to them. You expect the same thing from the team. So this is very important. Write me a comment so I can talk more about these topics, which can be helpful to you and also helpful to the veterinary team.
Are you interested in becoming a vet, opening or running a vet practice, or maybe just looking for professional pet care advice? Visit businessofpetcare.com, like and follow for more content from the Business of Pet Care.